Hey Lawn Care Nation, so as you can see here, I am in the back of the lawn care business truck here, and you guys have recently seen a video I've done on the Bluetti AC180 portable power station. That has been absolutely phenomenal to have with me throughout those lawn mowing days, to be able to charge my tool batteries on the go. Just absolutely awesome. So in today's video, we're going to be expanding the capability of the Bluetti AC180 by installing a DC charger kit directly into the vehicle. Bluetti has this new Charger 1 DC to DC charger kit, and it comes with everything that you need to install it directly into your vehicle. And essentially what it does once you install it is that it wires directly to your vehicle's charging system via your vehicle's 12-volt battery, and it essentially takes the excessive power generated by your vehicle's alternator and can convert that into a higher voltage through this little box here that you would then connect directly to the input port there on the AC180, and will provide up to 500 watts of charging power for your Bluetti AC180 or any of your other Bluetti power stations. So for us in the lawn care industry, this is absolutely perfect, considering that on most days we're servicing multiple lawns, and in between those lawns you're getting in your lawn care vehicle and you're driving from house to house to go and service your next property. So essentially, when you're parked at a customer's house and you're working on their lawn, you can have that Bluetti AC180 charging up some of your favorite tool batteries. But then every time you get into your vehicle to drive to your next property, or you might be stuck in traffic, or whatever the case may be, the Charger 1 kit is then re-topping off your Bluetti AC180, so that you've always got some power there to charge your tool batteries. So included in the Charger 1 box there, it comes with the Charger 1 accessory itself. It comes with a large, long wiring loom with a circuit breaker built into it. It comes with some hardware there for you to mount the Charger 1 accessory, as well as the circuit breaker, a couple of screws, and a little Allen wrench tool as well. And it comes with this connector here that would connect to the output ports on the Charger 1 accessory, with these dual connectors on one end. Now you may recognize these if you're using a Bluetti AC180, because they are the same connectors that came with the solar charging wire that comes with your Bluetti AC180. So these dual connectors here would connect to the other side of those connectors, and then you've got that round plug there that would plug in to the top input port on the AC180, and that would charge your power station that way. So as you can see, it comes with everything that you'll need. You just have to install it in your vehicle, and essentially it's as easy as just running the cable through to the inside of your vehicle, whether you're going through the firewall and using one of the existing grommets and stuff that are there, and then connecting these ring terminals here that are labeled battery positive and negative directly to your vehicle's 12-volt battery system, and then bringing in the other side where the circuit breaker is, and then connecting this directly to the input side of the Charger 1 accessory. So let's get started. Okay, so for me, with the diesel and the truck here, it's going to be a little bit different than what you might be doing. Normally you'd be directly connecting the other end of that wiring loom directly to the battery. Because this is a large diesel motor, I've got two batteries, one there and one on the passenger side there. So just so that the Charger 1 accessory is pulling from both batteries evenly, I'm going to be connecting it to the center charge block here, where we've got positive here and negative on that bolt down at the bottom there. Both of the vehicle batteries on this truck are connected through this charge block. So I'm going to be connecting my wiring harness to here so that it's pulling from both batteries evenly. But in a regular car with one vehicle battery, you would just be connecting directly to the positive and negative ports on the end of your battery. With the truck here again, I'm going to be probably running it down underneath the firewall and going underneath the frame of the vehicle. You can also look for existing grommets and stuff you might be able to see, like I have down here, where you might be able to squeeze the wiring through the firewall to your driver's side footwell area. But I'm going to be trying to go underneath the vehicle, and then in between my truck's cab and the bed. On most pickup trucks here, there is a fresh air vent on either side right there. So I'm going to be going through the fresh air vent, which leads to this plastic ducting right here, which has a wide opening. So I'm hoping I can feed my wiring up through there, out the fresh air vent, and then down out underneath the vehicle, and then up through the engine compartment. So I'm gonna get started, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so as you can see, I've got the Bluetti Charger 1 accessory all installed here. I opted to put it on the back wall of the cab, and I've just got it kind of temporarily installed at the moment, just for testing purposes. So I was able to get the wiring all wired through between the truck cab and the bed using the fresh air vent on the inside there. Not sure if you can see that on camera there. It comes up through the fresh air vent, which is this here. I had to drill a couple of holes here just to be able to access the wiring through there and bring it out the bottom of the air outlet. So I'm just going to get some electrical tape and put a patch over that, but I couldn't get the wire curved in there properly without drilling a couple of access holes. You can see I haven't mounted the breaker permanently. Just want to, you know, for testing purposes for the next little while, see how the Charger 1 runs, and see if I need to change the placement of anything. So I've just got it kind of temporarily put in place so I can access everything really quickly. If we look underneath the vehicle, I also opted to not use the sheathing. All right, so looking underneath the vehicle, you can see the wire coming out of that fresh air vent and just curved around the body. I opted to fit the wire in that natural little space or gap there between the brackets all the way down the body. It wouldn't fit with the sheathing on it, so I opted to take the wire out of the black sheathing that was there, and it runs all the way to the front. Passes up by the wiring looms there, and up through the wheel well opening, coming around just underneath the fuse box. And you can see the positive going to that terminal that connects the two charge batteries on this big diesel, and then the negative comes around the back and is grounded right there. On your application, you most likely only have one battery, so you'd be connecting those wires directly to the positive and negative of the battery. So you can see on the other side of the truck here, we've got a flashing green light. That's indicating that the vehicle currently has a low voltage state. So the Charger 1 is smart enough to be able to sense when your vehicle is running and when it is not. So when it is running, that light will turn solid, and it's able to provide that charging power to your power station. When you turn off the vehicle, it senses that the alternator has stopped charging those vehicle batteries. So the green light starts to flash and it actually turns off the charging to your power station so that you don't come back to dead vehicle batteries and not able to start them. So that's a really cool feature. You can see the harness that the Charger 1 accessory comes with those two connectors, and then using the other cable that came with the AC180 for hooking up to things like solar panels and the Charger 1, using that connector there with those same plugs on the end. I have that plugged in, and then that simply would plug in to the AC180 through there to provide your charging. Now the Charger 1, just like the AC180, will connect through the Bluetti app, and it'll show you the status of the charger, and you can actually change the voltages that you want to use for charging your particular device. And let's turn it on and see what it looks like. So I'm going to use the remote start on my truck to start it up. I'm going to see some quick flashes of the Charger 1. That's the charger sensing that the vehicle has been turned on. So it's now turning on the charging capabilities, and it'll go solid green, indicating that it is now providing power and able to charge. And if we look at the AC180, you can see that the input wattage currently is 253, and it's going to start to climb. 350, 465, 459. And you can see after a few seconds, it tops off at 500 input watts. So quite a bit of power to be able to charge this AC180. 500 watts is pretty massive. In comparison, when I used the cigarette lighter accessory socket that comes with the AC180 just into the 12 volt accessory plug, it was getting like 40 watts of charging power. So 500 watts is quite a bit. Bluetti says it's about 6 times faster using the Charger 1 accessory to recharge your Bluetti versus using the standard 12 volt accessory plug. Okay, so just a quick update on the Bluetti Charger 1 accessory there. It's been about a week since I installed it and been using it every day. You can see I'm currently charging one of my lawnmower batteries off of the Bluetti AC180 power station. And the Charger 1 accessory has been indispensable this week. Typically, I can get 2 of these batteries charged off of the internal 1152 watt hour battery. But what I'm finding with the Charger 1 accessory there, and with it being able to provide 500 input watts of charging power to the station itself, you can see when I turn this on that my charger here, when it's charging batteries, is drawing just under 500 watts. So when the Charger 1 accessory is turned on, it is basically canceling out what this is requiring and basically using the truck to charge the batteries every time I'm driving in between lawns and the truck is running, which greatly extends the amount of power I have available to me with the internal battery here. And I'm typically seeing on average about 50% left of the internal battery when I'm done charging the 2 batteries that would typically fully deplete this battery. So that's enough juice for it to charge a 3rd battery, which is absolutely awesome. All right, end of the day, just unloading equipment, 5:14 p.m. And you can see the 2nd battery here is fully charged, and normally the AC180 would be completely depleted by now, but having it connected to that Charger 1 accessory, if we turn on the screen here, we can see that it still has 47% today with the driving around throughout the day. added almost 50% for today. So like I said, roughly, give or take a few percentage points. It's always usually around that 50% mark, which again is more than enough, because normally I can do 2 of these batteries recharged off of the 100% of this battery's capacity. So after having 2 done now and still have basically half left, would give me a 3rd battery. So absolutely awesome. There you have it, Lawn Care Nation. That is the Bluetti Charger 1 DC to DC accessory charger that is compatible with all of the Bluetti portable power stations. Just an awesome little combination there to be able to have something like this AC180 portable power station with its built-in 1152 watt-hour lithium iron phosphate battery and 1800 watt inverter to be able to plug in your tool battery chargers while you're out in the field and charge batteries on the go, but then add the Charger 1 accessory so that you can provide up to 500 input watts to the AC180 and charge its internal battery while you're in between jobs or stuck in traffic. Is just an absolutely perfect little combination. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this Bluetti AC180 portable power station or the Charger 1 accessory. So that's it for this one, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.